know, me too.
We're just working it out.
Well, and it's a holiday week.
I think that's what kind of got me, was that it was a holiday. I was still thinking it was Monday.
Are schools officially over yet?
Elena's over
She is.
on
They're just
Thursday.
But I mean, like, are kids
Oh,
still
like,
taking
is it the last day of school?
Yeah, like these homeschool exams and all that.
Like Elena's with Midway and she's done on Thursday.
Yeah, I think this week is it, because like, when Waco High graduates, probably.
Should be right about now.
And are they having a graduation, an actual?
They are actually an outdoor one.
Alright, so we're gonna start in bound angle. If this isn't the most comfortable posture for you, sitting up on a blanket or a block might be nice. You can bring your feet out a little bit to make it a little more gentle. So you can squeeze the heels in towards you to get a little more stretch in the hips. Take the hands and clasp them together around the toes. And you can just kind of wiggle it out. Take a moment to get settled. Close down the eyes. As you grip the feet, draw the shoulder blades together gently at the back. Spreading the collarbones, opening the heart space. And then find an exhale to let go of the day. To let the elbows and shoulders grow heavy. To let the hips begin to open. And the knees begin to rest. You have the option here to bring the chin down to the chest, take some weight out of the head and the neck, let that go. Our neck does a lot of work all day. Let me just let it rest for a moment or two. Tapping into the breath, noticing it. Tapping into the moment, noticing how you feel. Tapping into our practice and asking yourself what you need. What do you need from this next hour? Be something little or big. And once you've decided, breathe that in. And exhale out, knowing that you will find that for yourself. The hard part's already done. Couple more moments just like this. I'm going to take this into a cat-cow-like movement. So squeezing the hands around the feet, pull the elbows in, lift the chest. You can keep the eyes closed here or you can open them, totally up to you. On the exhale, round through the back. Pull the belly button to the spine, lean into it, and then repeat. Inhaling to lift up. Excellent, curl round the day. Good, let's take 3 more of those, just like that. Moving at your own breath with your own pace. Good. One more round. Next time you're at the back in that cat-like shape, pause for a moment. And then we're gonna take it around to the right, forward, left, and back. So little circles here. Your hips might lift as you go to one side or the other. That's totally okay. And a little fun with it. Maybe your circles get a little bit bigger. Good. One more time each way, or one more time this way. And then when we come to the back in that cat shape again, pause for a moment, and we'll switch it out. Rocking over to the other side, around and back. Good. And a little smile, it's a little funny. Do one or two more rounds, whatever you feel like you need. And then we'll come to stillness. Draw the shoulder blades together at the back again. Lift the chest up, lift the face to the sky. And then pull the elbows in. Draw the spine forward, long, and fold. Take a couple breaths into the back of the body here. Feel the skin stretch across the ribcage. Making space. Okay, one more time. And then inhale to come back to neutral. Bring the shoulders over the hips, the ears over the shoulders. And we'll use our hands around the knees to squeeze them together. Take your time. And then take the feet wide, hands behind the hips here. Spread the fingers, grip the fingertips on the mat, spread the toes wide. And we're gonna come into a reverse plank, or reverse tabletop. Stretching through the arms, warming up through the shoulders. Find an energetic squeeze of the inner thighs together. That should feel good after having them so open for that first little bit. All right, big inhale here. We're gonna move this into a boat pose. So if you'd like, you can set the hips down and just lift the feet. You can grab the backs of the thighs, or you can take the arms forward or up. Totally up to you, but strong, flat back, lifted chest here. Just checking it out, drawing the navel to the spine. Getting some engagement in the core. Awesome. One more breath. Let's take this back into our reverse tabletop on the exhale. Plant the hands, lift the hips high, stretch through the front of the body. Big inhale here. And exhale, bring the hips down, boat pose of your choice. Squeeze, lift, maybe you feel a little shake coming on. Good, inhale. Exhale, set it down. Last time, lift it up. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Gentle squeeze of the hips, the inner thighs. Lift it up a little higher. And then exhale, take it down. Boat pose. Good. That's boat, yeah? We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Cross the ankles. We're going to make our way into a tabletop pose next. So take your time. Work into it. And start to find some movement that feels good to you here. Rolling out the wrists, shaking the hips a little side to side. We'll be here for 4 or 5 breaths. Find what you need. Good. In your next breath or two, make your way to stillness. Flat back here, belly button pulls in, press into the hands to draw the heart in between the shoulder blades and find stillness. Your breath lengthens the spine. On On the exhale, you press in, feel the earth. Good. One more inhale here. On the exhale, take the knees wide, big toes together here. And we're gonna find a twisty float. Plant the left hand underneath the heart. Inhale, reach the right arm high, stretch through the chest. Good. Exhale, plant the right hand down and we'll switch it out. Inhale, lift the left hand high. Come back to center. One more time each way. And we'll end on the right in a second. Good. Set that down. Engage the core. When you come down, stretch the heart as you lift up. Perfect. Plant the left hand. Inhale, open up with the right. And let's thread the needle through. Such a good stretch after a long day. Take the hands underneath, take the shoulder and the ear towards the mat. And that left hand can go wherever feels best. Breathe deep into the belly. Beginning to twist out any stress, any tension the day might have put into your shoulders. Let it go. All right, we're gonna take this into a side plank. So we're gonna plant our left hand and open up to the right, taking the left knee underneath the hip, stretching that right leg long, and lifting the right fingertips up to the sky. Take a moment to press the hips forward. The entire right foot plants on the earth. And then use your core, squeeze the legs. We're gonna come up, bring the shoulders over the hips, stretch the arms long. Okay. From here, slide the right hand down the right leg, reach up with the left hand, and take it over, big side body stretching. Good, one more inhale here. And then we'll tick-tock it back. Plant the left hand down, reach the right arm up, and let's lift that right leg. Press through the heel, flex the foot. You got it. Take one more inhale here. And then we will come back to center. We're gonna move into a kneeling mountain. So bring the knees together. Squeeze the hips, the inner thighs, lift the hands up. And then let's cactus the arms. Find a back bend here. Press the hips forward. Lots of space through the spine. Good. Inhale, take it all the way up. We'll exhale back into our tabletop. Take the knees wide again, big toes to touch. Draw the navel into the spine. We're going to flow again here. Plant the right hand first this time. Inhale, open with the left. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the right. Good. As you come down, pull the navel to the spine, lift up, stretch through the heart. Good. Do one more time to the right. And then come back down, open, hold to the left. And take it underneath and through. That right hand can work wherever feels best. Begin to draw the right shoulder over the left shoulder. Breathing deep. And let it go. Take one more big breath in. Side out. Plant the right hand. We're going to open up to that kneeling side plank. Right knee lines up underneath the hip. The left leg stretches out long as the left hand reaches high. Shoulders stack, hips press forward, and the entire left foot is strong on the floor. All right, let's squeeze into center, lift it up. Then slide that left hand down, reach up and over with the right. Awesome, one more inhale here. And then plant the right hand, lift the left hand, lift the left leg, flex the left foot. Find strength here, keep gripping and pressing into that right hand. One more inhale. And let's bring the knees together. Kneeling mountain again. Squeeze up through the midline. Lift the hands. This time we're gonna take it into camel, bringing the hands to the small of the back, or you can make fists. Draw the elbows in as you press strong and forward through the hip, with the hips. Not crunching into the low back, but imagining there's a string that's lifting and making space between each vertebrae. Good. Take one more breath here. And on the exhale, float it down, tabletop once more. Good, walk the knees back under the shoulders. Set yourself up in the center of the mat. And we're gonna work this into a puppy pose. So sliding the hands forward, hips lift up, and the forehead comes down to the mat, stretching through the arms, still opening up through the heart. Reach with the fingertips so that the elbows come off of the earth and you're active through the whole arm. You got it. All right, we're gonna slide this forward. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, slide it all the way down to the belly. Once you get there, lengthen the legs out long behind you, point the toes. We're gonna work into our cobra. We're gonna take 3 rounds. You can start little with the baby cobra and then work your way up as it feels good in your low back. So strong through the legs. Inhale, lift the heart. Maybe you have no weight in the hands for this first one. Exhale, lower. Maybe you put a little bit of weight, lift halfway up for the second. And then let it go. Last one, where it feels best to you. Once you get there, hold it for a second. All right, we're all in full cobra. Pull the shoulders up and down the back towards the hips. Lift the heart. Let's roll it out through the head and the neck. Down and over one way. And down and over to the other way. Good, take the chin down, tuck it in, and then inhale, lift it up, strongest cobra you got. Take it into your child's pose from here. Slowly move as you take the spine the other way. Knees can be together or wide, totally up to you. Hands can extend, or you can wrap them back around the heels. Allow yourself to melt in. To let the mat accept your weight. Take this moment to reconnect, to reset. Good. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale it out. And bring the hands back in front of you. Come into your tabletop pose, and we're gonna move from this into downward facing dog. But take your time here. If you wanna work into the bottoms of the feet and stretch those out for a moment first, you can. We'll meet up in that down dog in the next breath, or 2 or 3. Once you do decide to lift the hips, check it out, pedal it out, maybe shake out the head and the neck. How are you feeling here? I think the first downward dog of a practice always feels so weird. So just take your time getting into it. That's okay. All right, from here, we're gonna take the feet a little bit wider than hips, or at least as wide as hips. Bend the knees, and then walk the hands back towards the back of the mat. So wide forward fold at the back of the mat. You can walk the hands a little side to side. You bring your hands down to the heart. Good. From here, you can heel toe the feet together or find a little hop. We're gonna inhale to lift the hands. And exhale, swan dive it forward. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're gonna walk it into a plank pose. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Walk the toes back underneath the heels. Draw everything into center. Make yourself really long and strong here. All right. We're gonna inhale forward. You're welcome to come to the belly or chaturanga. You're welcome to take a cobra or keep the knees lifted for up dog. Exhale, slide it back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Good. Already feeling better. All right, let's take the feet wide and then walk the hands back towards the feet. Sorry, I did not put this on. Do not disturb. I'm gonna hang up on them. All right, from here, we're gonna move this back into a malasana squat. So walk your hands back where you're supported and then sink the hips down. If it feels better, just keep lifted here. You can take the elbows to the tops of the thighs and rock it around lifted. If you like malasana, sink it down, rock the weight to the outer edges of the feet, and lift the thumbs to the heart. All right. One more breath here. On the exhale, press into the feet. We're gonna lift it all the way up. And then bring your hands to heart center. Either heel toe the feet together or hop them. Come to center, squeeze everything into the center. Inhale, lift the hands high. Good, swan dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good. We're gonna walk it into our plank pose again. Once you get there, if you wanna drop the knees, that's fine. But really, check in here. And then here we go, rock forward. Lower down, lift the heart. And slide it back into your downward facing dog. Shake it out a little bit through the head of the neck. We're gonna find that malasana squat to the top one more time. So walk the feet wide and walk the hands back towards the feet. Turn the toes out. Remember, you can stay lifted or you can sink the hips low. Lifting the hands to the heart. Take a moment once you get there. Maybe you close down the eyes. Draw the shoulder blades together. Take a few breaths here. Feel grounded, supported. All right, power through the legs. We're gonna lift it all the way up and bring it back to center. Heel toe or hop it together. Squeeze it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rain it down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. We're gonna walk it forward into that plank again. Vinyasa of your choice. Once you get there, flow through at your own breath, your own pace. And then we'll meet in our downward facing dog once we all get there. Keep gripping through the fingertips. Keep that breath moving steady. Use an exhale out of open mouth. Anytime you need to release some heat, and find your center. All right, on an inhale, lift that right leg high. Three-legged dog. You might already want a hip sway. You might want to skip it. Totally up to you if you'd like it. Bend the knee. Peek out from underneath your right armpit. And find a little movement through the ankle. All right, take one more breath. We're going to move this into a modified pyramid pose. So the knee pulls in towards the chest and we plant the right foot. Then we keep up on the left toes. The left heel keeps lifted. As we begin to straighten this right leg, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, fold. You can keep a little bend in that right knee if that feels better. but we're up on the left toes to give us a little support here. That left heel is lifted. Breathing steady, breathing deep. Awesome. Take one more breath. We're going to take this into a runner's lunge. Bend the right knee, slide the left foot back. Make sure the right knee is lined up over the right ankle. Good. Long through the spine. Soften the left knee down and we'll come into a low lunge. Squeeze into the midline, lift the heart, lift the hands. Soften the shoulders as you begin to stretch through the hip flexors. Pull that right hip crease back just a little bit. Good. One more breath in. We'll take this into a runner's stretch. Take the fingertips down, stretch the hips back, pull the toes back towards the face. Lengthen the spine long. Crown of head to toes, toes to crown. Good. One more breath here. On the exhale, plant the right foot and plant the left hand to the inside of the right foot. We're gonna move into a twist. Right hand lifting, keep gripping with the left fingertips. Awesome. We're gonna bend our left knee, pull the heel back towards the glutes. You could stay right here. You could reach towards the foot. You can maybe catch the outer blade. That front foot, you could rock onto the outer blade of it if you'd like. Just make yourself comfortable here. Opening up the chest. Stretching the quad. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale, let the back foot go. Frame that right foot with the hands and step back into a plank. We're gonna move into a side plank to the left. So our right hand's gonna come center. Inhale to open with the left hand to the sky. Good. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, let's come to center. Go back to the right. Open up. And then come to your center plank. Roll through a vinyasa here or take it straight to down dog. It's totally up to you. We'll meet in a downward dog when you're ready. Just shake out a little bit on the head of the neck. Good. Get grippy in the fingertips. From here, we're gonna lift that left foot up. Take a hip splay if you'd like it, leave it if you don't. Maybe find some movement through the ankles, through the foot. Keep pressing into the hands to lift you higher. Good, we're coming into our modified pyramid. Squeeze the knee in towards the chest, step the left foot in between the hands. Keep the right heel lifted. As you look forward, lengthen through the spine, and then draw the heart towards your left leg. Good. Breathe here. One more breath. And then slide it back to your runner's lunge. Right foot steps back, line up the left ankle underneath the left knee. Lengthen and then soften down into your low lunge. Squeeze through the midline, soften the shoulders down the back. One more big breath here. Exhale, move into your runner stretch. Plant the fingertips or the hands, slide the hips back, lengthen long through our left leg. Reach and fold. Moving this into our twist, plant the left foot, plant the right hand, inhale, open that left hand high. Grip with the right fingertips, don't lose the engagement there. Bend the right knee, reach back. Maybe you can catch the foot, maybe not. Maybe like me that made your hamstring cramp up. It's totally okay. work into it. Maybe roll onto the outer blade of the right foot. You look great. All right, one more breath here. And then exhale, let that go. Plant the hands. And we're gonna move it back into our plank pose. Let's open up into a side plank to the right first. Big breath in. Center. And to the left. Good, come center. Take a vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Big breath in. And slide it back. Shake it out through the head and the neck. We're gonna take about 3 breaths here. If you need to bring the knees down for a moment, if that's how you're gonna regain your center, that's totally fine. Good. Let's actually take 2 more breaths. And then on your next breath in, make your way back to downward dog if you've left it. Take a big inhale, sweep that right leg high. 3-legged dog if you'd like it. If it's in your practice to flip your dog and you'd like a wild thing here, you can get wild with that. All right, straighten that right leg back long. Squeeze the knee into the chest, step the right foot in the hand, between the hands. We're gonna come to an actual pyramid now. So slide that left foot forward quite a bit and then set the left heel down. Square the hips, lengthen through the spine, and then fold. Keep a micro bend in that right knee. Think every inhale lifting the hips higher, every exhale nose to the knee. All right, from here, decide how you'd like to come up. We're gonna come all the way up. You could find a steeple grip here, or you could bring hands to your hips. Press down through the big toes, squeeze through the inner thighs as you lift the shoulders over hips. Roll them up and soften them down. Awesome. We're gonna take this into a warrior 3. Hands can come to heart center. They could keep that steeple grip. They could fly out to the sides, but plant through the right foot. Lift onto the left toes and then lift that left leg high. Good. Draw the belly in. Find a little more lean. And then decide, would you prefer an eagle pose or a figure 4? Totally up to you. When you're ready, inhale, lift the left knee. And if you're taking eagle, slide it over with the left elbow underneath the right. If you're taking figure 4, I think we're all on eagle, but if you're taking figure 4, get your balance. Cross the ankle over and sink back. Hips going low wherever you are. Eagle, squeeze tighter. Figure 4s, hold if you want to. All right, one more breath here. From here, we're gonna lift it all the way up, unwind, and then step it back into a warrior 2. Move slowly, plant the left foot down parallel with the back of the mat, and open the arms front to back. If you need to get out of that front leg for a minute, lift out and then dive back in. Steady gaze of the middle finger of the right palm. Good. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach forward. Reverse it, take it up and back. Stretch the whole torso here. And we're gonna move into a triangle pose. Coming forward, back into your warrior 2, straighten the front leg. Reach with the fingertips, kick the hips back, and fold. Strong through the obliques. Squeeze the shoulder blades and the hips together at the back. Good. Take one more breath in here. We're gonna move this into a revolved runner's lunge. So bend that right knee, turn onto the left toes, plant the left hand down. Inhale to reach up with the right. Good. Take one more breath here. On the exhale, come into your center plank pose. Plant the right hand center. Inhale to open through the left. Exhale, take a down side plank on the other side. Good. Move back to your center. Option for a vinyasa here. Rock it forward. Lower down. Lift the heart. And exhale, slide it back. Perfect. Reconnect. Breathe it out. Find a moment or two of stillness. Good. And then we'll work into the other side. Find your downward dog when you're ready. And let's inhale, lift the left leg high. Bend the knees, open into a hip splay. If you're at home and you took your flipped downward dog, your wild thing, you can move into that. Good. When you're ready, work back into your three-legged dog. Squeeze the knee into center, step into your pyramid pose. Left foot comes between the hands. Slide that right foot up quite a bit, and then rock back into the heel. Lengthen long through the spine. And then exhale to melt and fold. Breathe steady, breathe deep. Decide how you want to come up on this side. Would you like hands to hips, steeple grips? Squeeze the inner thighs, press down through the big toes, lift it all the way up. And then soften once you get to the top. Taking this into our warrior three. Plant through the left foot, square the hips, tilt forward and lift your right leg here. Gentle bend in that left knee. Pressing strongly back through the right. We're going to take this into either eagle or figure four. Lift the right knee. Maybe cross the ankle over the top of the thigh, or bring the right elbow underneath the left and squeeze in as you move into your twist. Good. In this eagle, elbows could be squeezed in or they could be lifted. It's really what feels best to you. Figure fours can fold. Send the hips back a little deeper. We're gonna move this into our warrior two. When you're ready, inhale, lift the right knee. And step it back. Widen your stance, reach the fingertips front to back as you sink into that left leg. Steady gaze. Strong legs. Awesome. Let's flip our front palm, reach it forward. Lift it up and back. Side body stretch. And take this into your triangle pose. Straighten the left leg, reach forward, and fold. Good. Use that support on the shin or float the hands. Awesome. Keep that energy through the midline, squeezing the heels, center thighs, into the pelvic floor. One more breath in. And then we'll revolve this. Bend the left knee, plant the right hand to inhale, lift up. Draw the heart to the inner thigh. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale, come to center. Step it back into your center plank. Squeeze in And we'll rock it into our side planks one more time. Left hand plant, in over to the right. And switch it out, down. And center. And open. I forgot that part. Exhale, come back. Option for a vinyasa here, or 2 or 3. This is our last little run. So maybe 1 is good. Maybe like a couple. Whenever you're ready, we'll meet in a child's pose. Take your time. Once you get there, really sink in. This is one of those spaces we don't have to hold ourselves up anymore. We can just rest. Good, about 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, we'll come back into that tabletop. Take a moment there, wiggle it around if you'd like. Find some cat-cows, anything that feels good in this space. And then when you're ready, we'll walk the knees forward, cross the ankles, and come all the way down to the back. Once you get there, roll it down, squeeze the knees into the chest. Rock it a little side to side once you get there. Let the shoulders melt down into the earth. Soften the face. All right. Take a big breath in. And then we're going to plant the feet down on the floor. Bring the hands by the hips. And lift up into a bridge pose, lifting the hips high, drawing the heels energetically towards the shoulders. Knees forward. Lift up a little higher. And then exhale to lower down. All right, we've got a choice of moving into either figure 4, lifting that right leg high and crossing the ankle over to the top of the left thigh and pulling in. Or if you'd rather pigeon here, you could rock and roll it up. And then bring the right foot over to the left, the right knee over to the right side. And work into pigeon this way. So hip stretch, whichever you prefer. Sink into it. Breathe into it. Enjoy it. whichever stretch you've taken, make sure to slowly unwind. Pigeons, you can come back to a tabletop or a down dog. Forward or figure fours. You can stretch the legs up high or come back into that bridge. Maybe shake it a little side to side. And then we'll work into the opposite side. Taking our left leg into pigeon or stretching the left leg up to the sky. And then crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. Find your breath again. Soften anything you're holding in the hips. Let it go. When you're ready, unwind. We're going to come into another bridge, but take your time, taking a moment in between, working your way back down to your back. If you flipped over, maybe stretching the legs up or windshield wipering out of that figure four. And then we'll meet with our feet on the mat, hands down by the hips, spread the toes wide. This bridge could be a gentle bridge like we took the first round. Or if you'd like a little more, press into the heels and bring the hands to clasp underneath the hips. Good. Check in. Inner thighs gently drawing to one another. Heels back, knees forward. Chest to chin, chin to sky. One more big breath in. Then exhale to lower down. Good. Once your hips find the floor, take a breath in and out here. In a space of neutral. And then we're going to work into twist. So one of the gentlest twists you could take is to keep the feet on the floor and just let the knees fall over to one side. You could also take a one-legged twist if that's your favorite, or any version that you're craving right now. Doesn't matter which side you start with. Just take a big inhale to prepare and then exhale to guide into your twist. And let the shoulders melt into the earth. The heart opens, the belly breathes. When you're ready, we'll come back to center. Whatever that means for you and your twist. Give yourself a moment of neutral here. Reset. Set up for the other side. Big breath in. Let an exhale guide you over. When you're ready, make your way back to center. Let your spine come back to the mat, even on both sides. And we've got one last bridge before we end. So maybe a gentle bridge sounds nice. Maybe clasping the hands underneath the back is your jam. Maybe you want to stretch it up into a full wheel before we settle it down. So pick the bridge that you would like and begin to lift it up. Find the breath, let it flow. Gently draw the inner thighs toward one another, resetting the pelvis. Bringing strength back into the midline. Good, let's take one more breath in. On the exhale, slowly lower down. Let the spine unwind. And give your back a space of neutral, whether that means letting the knees fall into one another or squeezing the knees into the chest for one more hug. Good. And then decide on one more pose that you would like. Maybe that's happy baby, maybe it's legs up a wall. Maybe it's something different. But ask yourself what you need. Find that moment for yourself. Spend as much time as you need there. But when you are ready, make your way down into your final resting pose. Walk the shoulder blades underneath the heart space. Allow your back to sink in. Scan the body, noticing if you're holding yourself up anywhere. Use your exhale to release that just a little bit. Each breath out. Softening even further. Letting just a little bit more go. Scan the mind, the forehead, if there's any tension there between the brows, if there's any thoughts that are creeping in. Use the exhale to soften those places, to release those thoughts. It's your time just to be. Rest. You've done the hard work all day, all practice. This is your time to let your body, your breath, your practice take care of you. To heal you, to cleanse you, to build you back up. so much. Namaste.
Well, thank you again for doing it during the downtime.
You're welcome. I was telling them last week, that's something that I'm definitely going